Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Navy midshipmen and the UAB Blazers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Blazers head coach before the game. He comes into this game with a very potent passing offense, ranked in the top 10. But today, they face one of their stiffest opponents of the season, a top 10 passing defense. Let's see who wins this strength-on-strength battle. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Gets the back moving. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. The throw. Not enough juice on that one.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Trying to get started. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. In traffic, it's Hutchison. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. He's looking at this as a free play, wants to throw. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
On the run, it's Bryant. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man, it's Woodson. Right side, it's Bryant. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sets his feet. It's Woodson. Got his man out of the backfield.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Off-play action. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for room. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Hand off to the lone back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
2nd down to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Drops back. It's Spurton. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it down the field. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Ready.
Out wide left, it's Brown. There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment.
Western. Go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Blazers! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown, UAB. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And here comes the Navy offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Throws to the back. Makes the catch, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job there by the running back working the middle of the field in the passing game. I think oftentimes when defenders see these running backs coming out of the backfield, they're just anticipating a swing route or a flat route, something to the perimeter. That time, he put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face and found himself in the middle of the field.
Navy just hit him with the pass. Let's see what they do here. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
No, he's going to field this right in front of his own end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got it behind the line. It's Mims. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Handoff from the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw. It's Burton. Looking to the big tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Blazers will send out the punt unit. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Sends it back in motion. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Drops back on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right side, it's Bryant. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, UAB. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep.
The extra point is blocked. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looking for blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
This time he's got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they can't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Selling the fake. Fires to the middle. What a grab with one hand.
I tell you what, these gloves nowadays are amazing. You see this more and more. Who needs two hands? You just go up with one hand, pluck it, bring it down for the catch.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Out wide right, it's Robinson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're looking to throw on second and short. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Extending the play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Left side is Cruz. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Right side, it's Robinson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Out of the gun, looking to throw. Rush right in his face. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On his feet at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Burton. Fires it. With the catch, it's Ferguson. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run him again. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air, it's Woodson. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Burton. Out wide left, it's Ferguson. Touchdown, UAB! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's brought down after a short gain. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to pass, it's Woodson. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the grab. It's Hutchinson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The midshipman just got a chunk through the air, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. At the 40, there he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things